Hey everyone! Today, I want to talk to you about something that's very important in any relationship. Apologies. We've all been there, you know what I'm talking about. You're out with friends or family, and someone says something that rubs you the wrong way. And then, when you get home, you try to talk to them about it, but they just don't seem to understand. I remember a time in my own marriage when this happened. My husband made a joke that everyone laughed at, but it really hurt my feelings. When we got home, I tried to explain how it made me feel, but before I could even finish, he cut me off and apologized. At first, I was shocked. But then, we ended up fighting for hours. He didn't understand why I was so upset, and I didn't understand why he wasn't listening to me. Sound familiar? It's a scenario that plays out in so many relationships, and it's not just between spouses. I've had similar conversations with my children as well. They'll come to me and say, "Mom, I hit my foot," and I'll say, "Sorry," without really listening to them. And then, a few minutes later, I'll notice them crying, and I'll ask, "Why are you crying?" And they'll say, "You didn't even answer me when I told you I hurt my foot." So, what's the problem here? Why is it that apologies so often fall short of what we need? Well, there are a few reasons. First, the person giving the apology hasn't really allowed the other person to fully express their grievance. They haven't really listened and understood what's going on. Asking questions to understand further shows that you are genuinely interested in your partner. Second, the test of how sorry we are is in the change of character that follows an apology. If there is no change, it may be difficult to accept the plea next time. Third, offering an apology with a defense, an explanation of why things happened that way, a counter-accusation, or a request for change from the other partner, weakens the apology's strength. And fourth, some people offer an apology by accepting the whole blame, whether or not it was theirs. This comes across as condescending, offensive, and, at best, insincere. So, what can we do to make sure our apologies are effective? Well, first, it's important to take responsibility for our part in the conflict. Taking responsibility for even a little aspect of the disagreement goes a long way in curling the anger and making the other partner open to resolution. And second, it's important to be specific about what we're apologizing for. For example, instead of saying, "I'm sorry," we can say, "I'm sorry I snapped at you earlier. It was rude. I genuinely regret my actions." And finally, it's essential to be open to listening and understanding the other person's perspective. Because when we do that, we can start to heal the hurt and move forward in our relationships. So, next time you find yourself in a situation where you need to apologize, remember these tips. Take responsibility for your part in the conflict, be specific about what you're apologizing for, and be open to listening and understanding the other person's perspective. And, before you know it, you'll be on the path to healing and rebuilding your relationship. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
We changed the world one from the other time.